You know the feeling. You walk into a store, see a designer jacket with a bright red clearance sticker slapped over a massive original price, and the rush hits you. You grab your wallet. You don't even need the jacket, but the discount is too good to pass up. Now, contrast that physical rush with your digital life. Guilt. Tell yourself you might need it this weekend and ignore it. We like to think of ourselves as rational economic actors. We believe we make logical choices about our budgets, weighing the utility of a purchase against its cost. In reality, our environments are dictating our decisions. Decades ago, psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky proved that the human brain relies on cognitive shortcuts to process complex choices. Evaluating every variable of a purchase takes too much mental energy, so our brains take the path of least resistance. Today, marketers have mapped these exact shortcuts. They've built an invisible, two-part funnel designed to capture your money up front and ensure you never, ever close your account. The first phase is acquisition. To get you to buy, companies rely heavily on price anchoring. This is a cognitive bias where the very first number you see creates an artificial mental boundary for a product's value. When a manufacturer sets an artificially high suggested retail price, they drop a heavy mental weight on the scale. Any subsequent lower price you encounter is compared to that initial anchor, guaranteeing the new price feels like a bargain you can't afford to miss. Companies use the good, better, best pricing framework, presenting 3 distinct tiers: a basic package, a middle option, and a premium plan. By artificially inflating the premium price as a decoy, they make the middle option look like the safest choice. You can see this in action with magazine subscriptions. If a publisher offers a digital-only subscription for $50 and a print plus digital subscription for $125, consumers are split. But if they add a decoy, a print-only subscription that also costs $125, sales of the print plus digital package skyrocket. These pricing architectures are not designed to offer genuine consumer choice. They exist entirely to bypass critical thinking and steer you straight into the highest margin product lane. Once a company secures your credit card, the funnel enters phase 2, keeping your money. They shift tactics to ensure you never leave. This strategy relies on status quo bias. Humans have a natural preference for the current state of affairs, and auto-renewals weaponize this behavioral inertia. They make the physical and mental effort of finding the cancel button feel vastly more taxing than simply letting the monthly fee roll over. Then there's the sunk cost fallacy. We irrationally justify keeping an unused service because of the money or time we have already poured into it, treating past, unrecoverable expenses as a reason to keep spending. This chart shows survey data analyzing user retention in digital platforms. Nearly half of the respondents, 49.3%, agreed that they continue paying for subscriptions they barely use, strictly because they don't want to lose access to the content library. And here is a second chart from that same study. Over 32% agreed that personalizing their profiles, building playlists, or tracking course progress makes them hesitant to cancel. This is the endowment effect. The platform makes leaving feel like a loss of personal property. UI designers push this further using loss aversion and the fear of missing out. When you finally click cancel, the screens don't highlight the money you're saving. They warn you about grandfathered pricing, the data you will lose, and the trending shows you'll miss. Modern customer retention relies almost entirely on engineered behavioral friction and anxiety. Whether or not you actually use the product is beside the point. Psychological marketing is a standard business practice, but when these systems are designed to strip consumers of their ability to make informed decisions, they cross the line from persuasion into manipulation. Because these behavioral traps are incredibly profitable, you cannot wait for corporate self-regulation. You have to proactively build your own cognitive defenses. The first defense is the zero-base question. Evaluate your existing subscriptions by asking yourself, if I didn't have this service today, would I sign up for it right now at full price? If the answer is no, cancel it. The second defense is flipping the default. Treat every new subscription as an active threat to your wallet. The exact moment you sign up, set an immediate calendar reminder to cancel it. Make staying subscribed the action that requires effort. The third defense is checking the history. When you see a massive discount, research the actual market norms and price histories for that item. Verifying the true value neutralizes the shock and power of a high anchor price. The invisible funnel only works if you don't realize you're inside it. But by understanding the psychological strings pulling at your wallet, you finally gain the leverage to cut them and take back control of your money.